August's PlayStation Plus lineup has arrived, and with it, a new set of games to play and platinum trophies to hunt. This month is a bit of a banger, and with so many great games to choose from, which one should you focus on? In this video, I'll be sharing my top picks for games from the August 2025 PlayStation Plus lineup that are worth getting the platinum trophy for. Let's get started and see which games made the cut. First up, we have SpiderMan. Both the PS4 Game of the Year edition, which includes all the DLCs, and the PS5 remastered version, which also contains all the DLCs, along with a few extra trophies, are available to download and play. Both base games contain 51 trophies including the plat. This game is extremely fun and rather easy too. Only one playthrough is needed, and there are no missable trophies as you are able to return to the open world after completing the game. The rarest trophy is for completing all districts, where you need to do things like completing all faction crimes, finding all backpacks, photographing all landmarks, and completing all side missions in every district. Despite this being a bit of a grind, again, the game is not that difficult at all to beat, and you should be able to collect that plat within 25 hours. Following up that game is Indica. This is a third-person adventure set in an alternate 19th century Russia, following a young nun on a surreal and morally complex journey alongside the devil. There are only 17 trophies in the game, and they are all rather easy to get. There are 20 levels in the game, and you will be able to obtain all of the trophies in 11 of them by doing specific things like falling in the fish fryer 5 times in level 13, hitting the piano against the wall 5 times in level 3, and praying for the dead. None of these are missable either, as there is a level select and you can go back into any of the levels to get the trophies. This makes the game rather easy to complete, and you should be able to get the platinum trophy in under 5 hours. Another game to make the list this month is Mortal Kombat 1. This is a fighting game rebooting the franchise's timeline with a new universe created by fire god Liu Kang. There are 51 trophies in the game, with 2 of these being somewhat missable. These 2 trophies are related to finishing an end boss and Titan, which usually show up for a few days towards the end of a season, and the season lasts for about 50 days. If you miss out on defeating either, your progress will reset in the following season, and you'll have to work your way back up to the end boss as well as wait for the Titan to show up. One of the rarest trophies in the game is to get 5 cameo characters to max cameo level. Cameo characters are new to the series, and they are there to assist you in matches for things like combos, stuns, and other things. This is a pretty time consuming trophy to go for as well, but thankfully there are a few farming methods to get it done quicker, so be sure to check them out. There are a few online trophies, but only one of them needs you to win, and that's for dethroning the king in King of the Hill. Luckily this one can be played privately with just another player, meaning all the online trophies will be rather easy to obtain. When all said and done, you should be able to raise the platinum trophy above your head in 30 hours or so. Another game to make the list is Halibut. This is a narrative-driven adventure game featuring handcrafted stop-motion style visuals, where you play as Harold, a lab assistant living on a submerged spaceship, exploring quirky characters and uncovering a mysterious story. There are 28 trophies in the game, and almost half of them are missable, with most of them relating to doing something for someone, like reporting back to the professor 3 times, picking up the sample directly from someone, and trying to leave and being stopped 3 times by the receptionist. The rarest trophy in the game is also a missable one, where you have to complete the notebook throughout the entirety of the game, again mainly by interacting with certain people. Even though there is chapter select in the game, turning to a previous chapter will revert all your progress to that point in the story, so you are unable to go in and out of chapters to clean up anything missed. One more missable trophy is for playing the game for 15 hours. If you do manage to get to the end within that time, just set your controller down, chuck on a movie or 2, and wait for that trophy to ping. Thankfully it isn't a very hard game, and you should have that platinum trophy in around 15 to 20 hours. Next up, we have a game that dropped on Essentials this month, and that is Lies of P. This is a dark, Souls-like action RPG that reimagines the story of Pinocchio in a grim world filled with twisted puppets and moral choices. There are 43 trophies in the game, and about 16 of these are missable, relating to things like collecting weapons, completing side quests, and getting different endings. It is highly recommended to follow a guide on how to get these different endings so that you do not need to play through the game more than you have to. In saying that, you will need to play about 90% of a second playthrough on New Game Plus, as certain records you need to collect for a trophy only spawn in this mode. Once you do finish your game, and before starting a New Game Plus, be sure to stick around and play the piano. If you don't, you'll need to load a cloud save or play another playthrough to get back to this point. This game was once considered quite difficult to beat, but thanks to a recent update, an easy mode was released, which do not disable trophies, allowing you to breeze through the story compared to before the update. Obviously with an easier mode, the game will be quicker to finish, and you should be able to obtain that shiny platinum in around 50 hours. Lastly, we have Unicorn Overlord. This is a tactical role-playing game in which players take on the role of an exiled prince as he leads a liberation army in a campaign across a fantasy realm. There are 51 trophies in the game, and thankfully none of them are missable, which in turn means only one playthrough is needed to plat the game. The story may be pretty long, but the trophies are pretty straightforward, with the rarest one being for reading 400 archive entries, which you should be able to get naturally through playing the game. Just make sure to go in and scroll through the entries to pop the trophy. This game isn't very difficult to beat, but again, it is easily the longest one on the list, and when all said and done, you should have the Platinum Trophy in around 80 hours. So there you have it. The games to play that released on PlayStation Plus in the month of August 2025. SpiderMan, Indica, Mortal Kombat 1, Halibut, Lies of P, and Unicorn Overlord. Do you agree with my list of games that you should platinum this month? Is there a game that I missed? Or is there something else that you would like to know about the games that I talk about? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.